with the fan up. All them, I go monkey. All that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, practice who. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Yeah. They boys and they can't win. Check. Gonna. We in it, we gonna. Gonna. Tell they like my persona. Gonna. Remember them was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boys, don't touch. We glow up.
Legging with Nick, we dump it off like V. Ramanovic. Sorry, homie, you know we not friends, it's off a pot.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Deshaun Watson's Texans.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
In motion is Fedorowicz. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Back to throw, Watson. He's letting this one go, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 56 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, Watson underneath for Miller. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go! Ohio!
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Watson, and incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way to the goal line. They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Keenum. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep rights. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the interception, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice game.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Eric Kendricks coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be fourth down. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly, but overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
They go with Murray again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
Latavius Murray, touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 55 yards. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Charles, let's step into a conversation about Houston in 2017 as their offense comes back onto the field here. But just 1-9 in their last 10 games, finished 4-12. You and I know, though, injuries really ravaged this team.
Absolutely destroyed this team. And look, we focus on Deshaun Watson, the quarterback, and rightly so. He was probably going to be the rookie of the year. But when it started for injuries, it was defense. J.J. Watt, perennial all-pro, goes out early. Whitney Merciless, double-digit sack guy out. Brian Cushing, starting linebacker, out. When you start totaling up the injuries they had through the year, it's almost amazing that they made it through the entire season, able to play the schedule. So that's what you're looking at with the Texans, who have been a defense-first team. If they can get everyone back healthy, playing to their level, and get Deshaun Watson back sparking the offense.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Watson, right side, caught Fedorowicz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw on second is Watson. He sets to fire deep. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 46 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
To throw is Watson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On second down, here's Keenum. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Keenum now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
The man in motion is Wright. That was second down run for Murray. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Green 39! Green 39!
The man in motion is Wright. They go back to Murray on first down. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
To throw on second down is Keenum. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jarius Wright, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And the lead is now 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And he motions the wide receiver. On first down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Off of play action, it's Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. 1st and 10. Watson. And some room to roam now. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Watson on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again is Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. In motion is Fedorowicz. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And the wideout in motion. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brian Robinson. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's go! Ohio!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. The final shot before the break. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. And both of these defenses have been drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The play clock's running down on first down. Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
10 yards still left on second down. Again, it's Murray. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Murray. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Keenum to throw on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. It's Keenum. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll run. Murray. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Forbath to add the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 19 yards away. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. The lone second remains now in this third quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down is Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. The man in motion is right. 4th down for Keenum. Got a man, it's right. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down Vikings. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Halfback sent in motion. On 1st and 10, Keenum. Now he'll escape to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's Murray running right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This is Murray, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's the backup, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's 4th down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And now out comes Houston. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Walk with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He's back to throw. It finds his target, Fuller. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he motions the wide receiver. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
They'll look to throw. And he's got Miller. 20, 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead. Metal to the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Keenum. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Keenum now to throw. Flushed out right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And
this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Keenum. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And that'll bring up second down. The center receiver in motion to the right. Keenum. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Now Keenum. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One last throw for Keenum. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by...
What's my name? What's my name? No, it ain't.
Great pick. Good job. That was a great pick. Good job, guys.
I heard these always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard these always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.